Hello, I'm Jane and I'm Cub Leader at 5th Boston Cubs, and this is my 60-second Scouter.
3, 2, 1!
Here we go. This is probably one of the scariest things I've ever done in Scouting. A thing I've forgotten on a camp. I'm going to tell you about two actually. When I was a very new Cub Leader and we were camping at Walesby near Newark, the first time myself and my assistant leader was taking the mess tent to put up, and we got everything out the night before in the hall. We got everything ready, came the next day, just put everything in the cars, tootled up to Walesby, which is about an hour and a half away. Got there, unloaded, and there was no angles for the mess tent, so we had to come all the way back to Boston, find them, and then take them back again. The second time was, again, it was actually Walesby, but it was probably 5 years ago. We had a really wet camp, and I mean wet. And I'd got 120 people there. I'd got everything ready for the district, all the food and all the supplies, everything ready for my group, all the food and all the supplies. And on the morning of going, getting myself and my husband Trevor's things ready. So got all the way there, chucking it down with rain, got there, no sleeping bags. We had forgotten our sleeping bags. Luckily, I have 2 emergency ones for children. So we had to actually zip Trev into his sleeping bag because it came to about his tummy, and then push him back so he could lay down on the camp bed. So they're things I've forgotten at a camp. Why am I a Cub Leader? That is a question I do ask myself many times, usually on a Wednesday at 5:45 as we meet at past. But I'm a Cub Leader because I'm not daft enough to stop doing it. I absolutely love it. I started because my son became a cub, and here we are 26 years later and I'm here being a Cub Leader, and I love every minute. The best knot that I know. I once spent a whole weekend tying knots in strawberry laces at Lincoln Camp. Hundreds and hundreds of cubs came through. So the best knot really was a good old reef knot, because that was the one that was easiest to teach to the kids. Favourite book? Well, years ago I read a book called Eleni, E-L-E-N-I. I've never found it since. I lost the book, and I don't know who the author was, and it was about a young girl who had to trek across the mountains to get away from war, I think it was. I've never seen it since. Who inspires me? Oh, I think I'm inspired in different ways by lots of different people. Probably the easiest way to say it is any strong person who sticks up for what is right will inspire me. What got me into Scouting? Going on a parent rota, which is probably the same as 90% of leaders, on a parent rota because the group would close if we didn't. 1 in 4 weeks, and here we go. Yeah. Yeah, my grandson is now a scout, so that's how. Best campfire song? Oh, we have campfire challenge every year. My best song is Black Crow. I love Black Crow. Can't sing it for you, but I love it. Best Scouting memory? Oh my goodness, there's been so many. Probably at Poacher one year. My husband, who was a scouter as well, we were just sankey-doodling round the site. We were on an off day. We weren't on duty on the day, and sankey-doodling round, and there comes Peter Duncan at the side of us, just stopping, and we chatted to him. Lovely. No rehearsal, it wasn't scheduled or anything. We just stood chatting to him. Favourite Scouting badge and why? Ooh. I've got a favourite occasional badge. which is the one that we got sent after the Manchester bombings, the B badge, the Manchester B badge. Oh, what does scouting mean to me? Scouting means I have no free time, no spare time, no time for myself. It means my ironing doesn't get done most weekends when we're camping and doing district activities. It means my housework gets pushed right back, but the tent store's nice and tidy. Scouting means everything to me. After some really tough times, my scouting family really took me into their arms and got me through some really bad times. So scouting means everything to me. Favourite camp? Out of 25 years of camping, I've got to pick a favourite. Probably Austerfield at Doncaster. We had a wonderful camp there. It's a beautiful site right on the edge of a 75-acre nature reserve. Absolutely brilliant. The weather was a bit like it is today, really hot and sunny. We had a wonderful kitchen that we could use. We had on-site activities with a campfire and cooking and a pond for pond dipping, and even better, when we got there the tents were all put up for us by the staff, so that was perfect, and the kids could run out onto the nature reserve. Brilliant. We're back to the most random fact that I know. Our local church, we are the 5th Boston St Botolph Scout group, and St Botolph's is the local parish church, and it has a huge tower, and there are 207 steps going up to the viewing balcony and 209 coming down. It's a very random fact.
And there we are. Easy, yeah.